nice and tall. And I'm using my green chair here to really show that it doesn't need to be any fancy kind of chair, but just a normal chair. And we're going to start just rounded forward like this. Elbows on knees. Head relax. And start that Pilates breathing. So breathing in through the nose. Filling your back ribs up with air. Your side body up with air. And exhale, relaxing your head, neck and shoulders. Drawing your belly up away from your thighs as you breathe out. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale out. Every time you breathe in, you want to think of the back space and side body really opening. And exhale out. 2 more. Really relax the shoulders away from the ears. Drawing your belly up to your low back. 1 more breath. Exhale. And rock your seat back towards your sits bones, head, shoulders heavy. And rock, stack up your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. You're going to have your hands here on your knees. Go ahead, scoot a little forward so you're just on the tip end of your sits bones here. Inhale. You're going to let your hands slide it back. Elbows squishing the shoulder blades together and lifting your breastbone up on a high diagonal. Exhale, tuck your tailbone. Pull your abdominal wall back. Shoulders relax down by your side body. And exhale, round forward. Inhale up. And exhale, soften the breastbone, tuck your tailbone, pull that belly back behind you so you're really drawing your mid-low back to round your spine. Inhale, lift the breastbone up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone round. 1 more time, inhale up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone round. And sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring 1 ear to your shoulder. Inhale. Open up that neck. Open up that shoulder. Pull back the shoulder gently so you widen your collarbone. Exhale. Close those ribs. Pull your belly in and float your head up. Other ear to shoulder. Inhale. Allow your opposite shoulder to be really heavy. Pulling down towards the ground. Exhale up. Again, inhale. Exhale. Make some noise. Inhale. And exhale up. Let's do some shoulder rolls here. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. 2 more. Inhale up. Pull the shoulders down your back. And again. And exhale, drop. Inhale, hold them. Hold the shrug up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Let those shoulders melt down your back. Let's do that again. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them drop down. Last time. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Oh, do a little shimmy. Why not? It's fun. Bring your arm up towards the ceiling. Get a little side body stretch. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling like you're hanging from the side body. Exhale up. Other arm. Inhale. Opening up those ribs away from the waistline. Finding more space in the thoracic mid-back. Exhale. Again. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Moving those ribs up and away, finding a lot of space there. And exhale. Both arms up. Reaching for something. You're going to start climbing a rope. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. And last time. Letting your head just move as it needs to. Chin to your chest. You're going to roll all the way down to your thighs. Rounding over your chest line, the brow line. Pull your belly up as you round forward so you feel some suspension from the front of your abdomen, and head goes all the way down towards your toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rock yourself back towards your sits bones. Press down on your big toes, connecting those inner thighs to stack up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Again, chin to your chest. As soon as that chin hits your breastbone, you melt it and soften it, rounding over the chest line. Feeling your abdominal wall lift up underneath the rib cage so you feel hooked under the rib cage, feeling suspension of your body going forward. Deep breath in the back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, squeezing those inner thighs together. Really press down on your big toes, inner foot, inner heel. And exhale, sit up nice, nice, and tall. Very good. You're going to grab anything going on with your bodies today? If so, just tell me really quickly. Just write a message in, and we'll get started. Maybe grab a towel too, like a head towel. Okay. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. And I'm using my green chair here to really show that it doesn't need to be any fancy kind of chair, but just a normal chair. And we're going to start just rounded forward like this. Elbows on knees. Head relax. And start that Pilates breathing. So breathing in through the nose. Filling your back ribs up with air, your side body up with air. And exhale, relaxing your head, neck, and shoulders, drawing your belly up, away from your thighs as you breathe out. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale out. Every time you breathe in, you want to think of the back space and side body really opening. And exhale out. 2 more. Really relax the shoulders away from the ears. Drawing your belly up to your low back. 1 more breath. Exhale. And rock your seat back towards your sits bones. Head, shoulders heavy. And rock, stack up your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. You're going to have your hands here on your knees. Go ahead, scoot a little forward so you're just on the tip end of your sits bones here. Inhale. You're going to let your hands slide it back. Elbows squishing the shoulder blades together and lifting your breastbone up on a high diagonal. Exhale, tuck your tailbone. Pull your abdominal wall back. Shoulders relax down by your side body. And exhale, round forward. Inhale up. And exhale, soften the breastbone, tuck your tailbone, pull that belly back behind you so you're really drawing your mid-low back to round your spine. Inhale, lift the breastbone up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone round. 1 more time, inhale up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone round. And sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring 1 ear to your shoulder. Inhale. Open up that neck. Open up that shoulder. Pull back the shoulder gently so you widen your collarbone. Exhale, close those ribs. Pull your belly in and float your head up. Other ear to shoulder. Inhale. Allow your opposite shoulder to be really heavy. Pulling down towards the ground. Exhale up. Again, inhale. Exhale. Make some noise. Inhale. And exhale up. Let's do some shoulder rolls here. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. 2 more. Inhale up. Pull the shoulders down your back. And again. And exhale, drop. Inhale, hold them. Hold the shrug up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Let those shoulders melt down your back. Let's do that again. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them drop down. Last time. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Oh, do a little shimmy. Why not? It's fun. Bring your arm up towards the ceiling. Get a little side body stretch. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling like you're hanging from the side body. Exhale up. Other arm. Inhale. Opening up those ribs away from the waistline. Finding more space in the thoracic mid-back. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Moving those ribs up and away. Finding a lot of space there. And exhale. Both arms up. Reaching for something. You're going to start climbing a rope. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And last time. Letting your head just move as it needs to. Chin to your chest. You're going to roll all the way down to your thighs. Rounding over your chest line, the brow line. Pull your belly up as you round forward so you feel some suspension from the front of your abdomen, and head goes all the way down towards your toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rock yourself back towards your sits bones. Press down on your big toes, connecting those inner thighs to stack up your spine. One vertebrae at a time. Again, chin to your chest. As soon as that chin hits your breastbone, you melt it and soften it, rounding over the chest line. Feeling your abdominal wall lift up underneath the rib cage so you feel hooked under the rib cage, feeling suspension of your body going forward. Deep breath in the back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, squeezing those inner thighs together. Really press down on your big toes, inner foot, inner heel. And exhale, sit up nice. Nice. And tall. Very good. You're going to grab a towel if you don't have one already. Just have like a little head towel by you. And you're going to roll it up in a little thicker than this. You're going to put that just above the knee. That will help just give you some kind of resistance. Granted, you don't have a ball, but just use a towel. Just roll it up into a pretty thick ball. Hopefully it's about 3-4 inches wide. Right there. So you're going to take a deep breath in, breathing in the rib cage. Exhale, squeeze your towel. Feel your pelvic floor, the sits bones draw up and in so you elongate out of your low back. Feeling this engaged. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling energy in here to get to that pelvic floor. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Good. From that, I'm in a nice upright spine. Inhale. Now I'm going to tuck my tailbone, squeezing those inner thighs so I round my low back. Inhale, I rock my pelvis forward to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to turn my chair sideways so you can see that. We're using a chair today to exercise, so you can do this anywhere. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. And I'm really lifting up from that low belly to round my spine down, softening my breastbone. Inhale, breathe in the back. And sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, cinch the waistline, drawing that pelvic floor up and away from the towel so you really feel this slurping, scooping deep down low in the abdominal wall. And exhale, tilt the pelvis forward and sit up nice and upright. Last time. Exhale, tuck. You're going to stay here. Make sure you're out of those hip sockets. Not hip sockets, excuse me. Your hip flexors by really drawing the pelvis under you, feeling elongation. Rock back a little bit more if you can and need to. So you feel this really working. Shoulders relax. Your arms reach on that low diagonal down by your knees. So it's like you're in an upright position if you were to lay down. Crunch position. Inhale, arms float up to shoulder height. Inhale, my eyes look straight out. Exhale, my eyes follow my fingertips, looking down at my knees. Inhale, eyes and fingertips follow each other to look straight out in front of me. Exhale, squeeze those inner thighs against the towel, softening your breastbone, feeling the arms press into the side body. So I get hopefully a deeper engagement in that low belly. Inhale and exhale. Feeling that cinch together, those bottom ribs pull together. Inhale, exhale. One more. And exhale. And inhale, sit up nice and tall. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze that towel. Lift up the pelvic floor, rounding back. Inhale, press the arms down into the space so you get that side body going. And exhale, rounding over your breastbone, chest line, drawing that pelvic floor up and away from the towel. You're going to start your lunges here. In through the nose. Exhale, squeeze those inner thighs. Don't let your whole body shake. So I'm really pulling my belly up and in into an imaginary imprint into the low back. In through the nose. Exhale out. Breathing in for 5 counts, out for 5 counts. Two. One more time. Inhale up, nice and tall. Bring your arms up. Grab onto the back end of your chair. If you can, if it's like a dinner chair, just hold down lower. And lift your chest up. And come up. Hopefully that feels really nice. Okay, so now we're going to stand up. We're going to get into a little footwork. So again, your chair being your prop, so you don't always have to lay down and do some Pilates work. But that you can still get some footwork like you would on the reformer with the chair. So you're going to be here, feet together, or actually hip width apart. You're going to rise up on your toes. Inhale, exhale, lower. If you need extra support and balance, you can face your chair. Inhale, rise up, and lower down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Waking up those calf muscles. Waking up the feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Rise up on your tippy toes. Slowly resist down the heels. So you're not just plopping down, but you rise up as high as you can go. And then slowly squeezing your inner thighs together. Lifting up that pelvic floor that we just woke up. Lifting up as the heels push down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale up. Exhale. Stay up on the next one. Inhale up. You bend your knees. Now, don't let your heels be all the way up high. Think if you can see it. So I can lift my heels up. There you go. So there, you're going to soften those heels down halfway, so those ankles are kind of wobbly. You want that. Back, imagine, is up against the wall. Squeezing those inner thighs. If you have to, grab your towel, put it in those inner thighs. You're going to inhale, press the back of the legs up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, without locking the ankles, extend the back of the thigh and the calf together. Inhale. So I wake up that low glute, inner thigh. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. So I get my heel sits bone connection. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Really pressing down in my big toe.
Exhale, bend. One more. And exhale, bend. Drop the heels down and lengthen up.
You bring your feet out to Pilates V. I'm going to keep my pants rolled up so you can see. Pilates V, so fairly narrow V, not like a first turned out, but right off the diagonals of your body here. Keep that cushion in here between those inner thighs. Keep the heels together. Inhale, rise up. So you squeeze those heels together, feel that little glute working from the natural rotation of your hips wrapping front to back, okay? There you go. You're not all the way up high. You're in a demi point is what you would call a ballet, or lower your heel halfway down, okay? Now you bend your knees. Bend. Again, you have that towel there. So just bend as far as you can, pressing in your big toe all the way to your pinky toe. And then inhale, rotate the bone front to back so you get that low external rotator from that pinky toe to the heel to the sits bone, so you get that whole back of the line of the foot working. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push, rotating the femur in the hip socket. Now I notice I don't say the muscles. You're rotating the bone and the joint. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. So those inner thighs are squeezing the towel as the bone and joint move. Inhale. Okay, mine dropped. That's okay. Exhale. Same with yours. If yours dropped, that's okay. Just continue finding that rotation from that low glute, inner thigh, to extend fully the back of the leg. Whew. Exhale, bend. Keeping those ankles soft. There should be no tension in the front of your ankle. Inhale, rotating, 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 squeezing those inner thighs to lengthen, and lower down. Very good. Heel, bend. Push down into the heels, finding that same rotation as you elongate up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, and relax. Turn your feet to parallel. Ooh, that should have gone that. Hopefully it did. Let me know if it did. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there, you got that. Now, we're going to do a tendon stretch here. Oops, let me keep these legs up for you guys to see. Your feet are in parallel. You bring both heels up. Come to your fullest high demi point. Inhale, rise. Drop one heel, bend one knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. One more. And lower down. Bend your knees. Heels up. Stretch. Lower down. Rise up. Bend your knees. Press the heels down. Press the back of the leg up. Bend your knees. Rise up. Squeeze and lengthen. Lower down. Rise up. Bend your knees. Press the heels down. And stretch. Turn to that Pilates V. Do the same thing. Rise up. Keep those heels touching. Bend the knees. Drop the heels. Rotate. Squeeze those inner thighs along. And then rise up. Bend your knees. Drop the heel. Rise up. And bend. Rise up. Stretch and elongate. And lower down. Good. Hopefully that felt pretty good burn there. Excellent. Just kind of let your knees, bring your feet underneath your sits bones there. Just to wake that up, just draw one knee in towards the center. Drop that heel down.
Push forward into the hip a little bit so you get a little stretch. Bend the knee, rotate back out. Lift the heel up, rotate in, push the heel down, pushing the hip forward, but keeping your shoulders towards this camera. Raise the heel up and back to where you began. Lift the opposite heel up, rotate, turn inward. So both feet are parallel on that diagonal. You rise up, turn it out, drop that heel. Bring the heel up, turn it in. Reach the heel, hip forward as the heel goes down. Rise up, turn out. Good. Bring your feet to parallel, chin to your chest, roll all the way down.
That's it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your tailbone down between your heels. Zip up pubic bone or navel. Roll up one vertebrae at a time again. Again, chin to your chest. Exhale, rolling down. Stay down here on this one. If you have to, bend your knees. Reach the sits bones up towards the ceiling. You're going to bring your right nose to your right knee. Exhale, center. Other side, inhale. Exhale, center. And if you can't go down all the way that far and you make it right here, good, be right there. Then rotate from here, reaching the outside of your hand to that knee. Inhale, but hopefully you get to go all the way down. Exhale, center, and vice versa. Inhale, and center. Bend your knees, roll up one vertebrae at a time again. Good. You're going to come back to sitting on your chair. We're going to get into your inner thighs, low belly again. You already did hundreds, that's good. But we're going to feel how you can still connect to this lower transverse abdominis from a sitting position. Okay, so now the one thing I want you to really be very mindful of, let's scoot in a little closer so you can see if any of you have comments, and that way I can also, you can see my spine a little bit better. So here, I'm going to imagine that my spine is in an upright position, right? I'm going to imagine there's a wall behind me. And I'm going to open up just one knee. Inhale. Exhale. To close the knee. Start the breath before you close it. So I'm breathing out. I'm thinking of my front wall and back wall, closing those two walls together. Inhale. Exhale. So I feel my belly actually pull away from this hand. Two more. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Other side. I'm going to face you again. From there. Now notice when I open those knees, I don't move my standing legs. So I'm still pressing down into my left supporting side. Exhale, drawing the navel back so then my knee can float back to where it is. And my foot is lifting off the ground, the bottom of my foot. It's not staying totally connected to the ground. It's naturally rolling up. And then exhale, cinching the waistline, thinking of those sits bones gathering together so it lifts up, right? Good. Two more. Exhale. Last time. And exhale. Good. Now I'm going to alternate legs. Inhale. Keep that breathing in those ribs. Exhale. Other side. Exhale. Don't move this leg. Exhale. Lifting out of the waist. Exhale. One more each side. Exhale. Last time. Good. Now open both legs. You're going to try to keep the spine right on top of you. And I'm sitting fairly close towards the edge of the seat. Right there. So I'm not allowing myself to rock back or do anything weird with this upper body, but I stay really upright and I open both knees. Cinching the waistline, good.
Breathing in the back, and then exhale like you have a tight belt. Putting on that nice last bottom loop on. Lifting out of the waistline and exhale. Cinching, cinching, cinching. Good. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. So it's always about the breath and how you think about the movement, anticipating the breath, anticipating the movement. Good. Now, you're going to grab that towel again. Or you have socks, that's great too. Let me scoot back a bit. So you're going to have this here to do single leg circles from there. First, bring the heel onto the tail, onto the towel. The tail. You're going to inhale, slide your leg out. Inhale. And you're going to try to keep these legs parallel to each other. The thing that's going to want to happen is your hips going to want to shift totally forward. Don't let that happen. These hips stay totally bolted as you extend. So you have to dig the heel into the ground. Lift out of your waistline. Inhale. And if that's as far as you can go without getting in that hip flexor, make sure you're right on top of that pelvis by making sure you're not too far back or too far forward in that low back, but you're right in the center. Inhale. Exhale, cinching that waistline, pull up out of the waist, zipping up through the pelvic floor, and lifting from that deep low core as you blow out. Inhale, breathing in this upper waist, upper ribs, exhale. Lifting the rib cage off the hips. Inhale, exhale. Again. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Just like I thought about this knee not moving, you're again doing that here. Don't move that inner thigh. Be really secure on those hips. Lifting out of the waistline as you keep those ribs closing in the front. Inhale. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in that back. One more. Feel that breath. Fill up that back space. And exhale. Good. Now you bring this leg out nice and long. You're going to really be right on the edge of the seat here. You're on your toes. Oh, there's Lucia. She wants to say hi, but I'll do that in a second. Inhale, you're going to cross your inner thigh. So before you do anything, make sure you're not overly arching and you're not tucking, but you're really right on those sits bones, and you feel them kind of rock underneath you. So you really want to be as upright as possible, pressing into your inner standing right foot to get that inner thigh on the supporting side. And you're going to inhale, lifting again out of those rib cage. You're going to overcross your leg. Inhale. Exhale, bring your leg to center. So you feel this side of your abdomen working. Exhale. My ball of my foot is pressing in that towel. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Feel that inner thigh squeeze against the supporting side. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. And I'm really lifting out of my waistline here. Now I do little circles. Inhale. Actually, no, you're not. You're just going to go quick in and out. Don't move this. And switch sides. Interesting. Good. Just kind of playing along as we go. Here we go. Inhale, lifting out of that waistline. Cross your inner thighs together. Pressing your big toe on that side. Pressing the inner foot, inner thigh stable on the left. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling this side of the abdomen while I hold you. Exhale. Lifting out of that waistline. Good. Two more. Last time. Now go quick. And bend that knee in. Good. Very nice. Hopefully that felt pretty good. You're going to hug one knee in towards your chest. Hopefully you have a back where you can actually lounge here for a second. I'm going to again cut a little closer. Let's see what's going in. Let me go this leg. Inhale, you tuck in your right knee. You're going to rock back here. And I actually do want you to kind of feel like a slouch. So that way your knee is bent. Actually, get rid of the towel. We don't need the towel. And hopefully this feels okay. If not, let me know. But that way you're like this. Okay, maybe in this chair it's really easy to do that. But you could do the same thing on a couch. And you're going to exhale, really zip up that pubic bone to navel here. So you feel your pelvis tucking, not from the engagement of the glutes, but from that pubic bone to navel here. And then you can pull this knee in, and hopefully you get a stretch right in the front of your hip flexor there. If it got really crampy, this knee is going to come towards my armpit in a diagonal, so I can really pull it in tight. Good. Now you're going to notice this knee is going to want to go out to La La Land, but really squeeze that inner thigh towards the center. Inhale. Exhale, pull your belly down away from your thighs. So this is not sticking out. It's still engaged. Breathing in your back. Exhale. One more. Exhale. And switch sides. Bring this knee in your chest. Exhale, scoop. Okay, this is probably really bendy of me. So for someone else, maybe you're rocking back here and you're really pulling in, getting a stretch here hopefully, and then you can try to extend this leg by pressing the thigh down. So hopefully that's helpful for those who are not so bendy as I'm going right now. So inhale, exhale, and again, always pulling your belly away from your thigh. Inhale, exhale, squeezing that inner thigh. Last time, and exhale. Okay, cool, thank you. And one more, exhale. And upright, nice and tall. Good. Let's get another stretch for those tight low backs. Before we actually do that really quick, you're going to cross your hands in your inner thighs. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. About. Now, I'm going to be bracing my arms here. Elbows are kind of resting on top of the thigh. And I'm going to exhale, squeeze against my hands. So I don't want them to just go there, right? I'm actually resisting my hands. Okay, so take a deep breath in through the nose. My head's relaxed, down at the floor. Exhale and brace your hands. At the same time, you're pulling up your pelvic floor and allowing your sits bones to widen, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Think of your sits bones widening and drawing that pelvic floor up and in so you stabilize those hips and open up that low back sacrum. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. And sit up nice and tall. To do the reverse of that, you do the same thing, hands on the outside, but reversing. Inhale. Exhale. Open those knees in your hands. It's not going to go very far, and you're going to feel that IT band working. And if it's really overpowering here, bring your feet all the way together and then open up. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. And stack up nice and tall. Very good. So now we're going to get a little bit into our arms. As long as this feels okay on your shoulder girdle here, you can either press in the heel of the hand here and inhale, lift up. If that's too much across the front of your body, go with some fists and just push yourself up. Just try that first. And then see if you can start slowly bringing yourself further away. But if not, just pushing down so you get those shoulders connected to that side body, okay? So inhale, push the hips forward. Let your head go up towards the ceiling. And exhale down. Hopefully a little more gracefully than I just did. Inhale, push the hips up. Press in your big toes and your foot so you still get those inner thighs connected. Low belly, pulling down towards the low back. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, lift up. And and back down. This chair's a little weird for me for this one. Inhale up. You're going to stay just right there in your arms. You're going to get some tricep dips. You're going to bend. Inhale, push up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, breathe in those ribs. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. And one more. And inhale up. And go ahead, sit down. Very good. We're going to get into a little side body stretching. I'm going to rotate my chair towards you this way so you can see what's happening. You're going to bring your knee out to the side, and you're going to let the right knee reach down towards the ground. Now I'm going to turn my chair so you can kind of see what's happening here. So it looks like this, all right? So this is really, you have one cheek on, one knee falling down. My toes here are currently tucked, but I want to see if you can, no, actually keep them tucked, I lied. You're going to squeeze this inner thigh here, and I'm going to reach my knee down towards the floor. As I push my right hip forward and find length through the front of the hip, you should get a good quad stretch, hip flexor stretch, hopefully. Good. From there, I'm going to turn and face you again. This diagonal. You bring your arm up. I'm going to lift those ribs up and away, and I'm going to get a deeper stretch in that side body, and front body, and back body, and side bend. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, lifting those ribs up, pulling the abdomen up and away. Exhale up. Last time. Those quads should be really stretching. If you can, rotate towards the chair. Untuck those toes. You can let the knee go, or you can keep it active if you want a deeper quad stretch. And breathe between the shoulder blades here. Exhale. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. One more. Go ahead, side bend and rotate up. Bending that knee in, and we do the other side. Really great way to open this up if you don't want to do anything crazy. So there you go, you're here. And no matter where you are, be on that one cheek and find this inner thigh active by squeezing into the chair and allowing the knee to reach down while you lift the ribs up, okay? So that's where you have to find opposition again. It's easy to just want to be slouchy here, but finding the opposition of reaching down and lifting up. And that's why I like to go into that side bend after I find that resistance here, because then it increases. Inhale. And you're really moving those ribs up, away from the hips. And exhale, ta. Keep that inner thigh active. Inhale. Exhale up. And one more. Here, rotate towards your chair. Really breathe between the space between your shoulders and your spine. Mid, upper back. Getting that thoracic spine to constantly move for us. And side bend. And up nice and tall. And come in. We're going to end with another cat-cow. Let's actually do this standing. You're going to come to the back of your chair again. Nice and long. My favorite way to show cat-cow, because anyone can do it anywhere, is like this, standing. Even if you have knee injuries or whatever. First, to sit here, find a nice, long, flat back. Good. Your hands should be slightly wider than your shoulders if you can. A couch is a really great place to do that. And then you're going to soften those knees and reach those sits bones up towards the sky. Exhale. Tuck your tailbone around your low spine from, again, the center. Pressing down on your feet, pulling your low belly up. Inhale. Extend your low back. Pull your abdomen up. Then press down on your hands and shine your breastbone forward. Inhale. And exhale round. Two more. Keep drawing your abdomen up. Exhale. Last time. And exhale round. Stay rounded. Walk your feet towards your hands. And roll up one vertebrae at a time. guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me.